I truly am proud of you. I thank my God for the man you have become and the father you will be. I am thankful for your life. I am thankful for your presence here on this earth. I love you, and I will be so ever grateful to be your mother. I pray that the universe will keep you, watch over you, guide you, and lead you in the direction of your heart's desire. I love you, son.
Today we gonna show y'all how to cook, baby. How to work your wrist. Get your motion together. The right way, not the light way. I'ma definitely need your attention for this one. Cause this a P-Rice exclusive. Bitches, listen up. If you ain't got no direction, if you ain't got no direction, you in the wrong place. Then listen to me. Now touch the ball. Touch the ball like that right there. Work your wrist like that. Yeah, just like that. Talk to me. I'm a cold nigga, round town, got the hoes with him. Getting real guala for show, living. Cooking up dope, let the stove sizzle. I'm a road runner, bitch tap in with a cool 100. Brand new Benz with the shoes on it. Money on dance, put the moves on it. Hit the move. Real live with it, real live. Tricks on dial with it. Bitch walk a mile with it. Get knocked up, go to trial with it. Rinse. Crystal spiller. Crystal. Big league ball hitter. Stack too tall, sell it. Never know for she all willing. What you do with it? Rinse. Damn my rinse. I need all you bitches at home. Rinse. Damn my rinse. It's getting hot in this motherfucker. We cooking right now. Damn my rinse. Just watch me. Rinse. You see that right there? Damn my rinse. That's my wrist. I need you to focus.
Pull up.
Nigga, that's my wrist. You see how I hit that motherfucker like that? You know what I mean? That's my wrist. Yeah. That's the money maker right there. Yo. Nigga, I run an insane strip. Gotta keep the hoes real loose. Got game for your membrane, bitch. So put on them go-go boots. And go hard till you can't no more. Real hard in the paint, low ho. Pimp hard, lay the left hand down. P. Rice is the real nice show. Nigga say I ain't got no hoes. I got your bitch, and they all got hoes. I pull out the coupe, the Trans Am, the drop of the clean photo. The game ain't free, but for you, I make the feel a little low. Yeah. We'll see how it go.
I just speak from my heart. And I was asking God to not remove you, to keep you still. To keep you still keep you still enough until it's time for you to move. Not basically asking God to give you the patience to wherever He placed you at, to be still until He moves you on to the next. I forget what He calls it, over the other hurdle.
Absolutely.
And the next hurdle, and the next hurdle. Till you get there, don't let anybody close any doors for you that He has opened up for you.
Absolutely.
But no silly, goofy, no bad words from people's mouths, and just bad vibes and bad energies, just to remove that stuff. And I know when Jesus' name is done, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I really appreciate you.
No problem, anytime.
You definitely been good to my soul.
All right. What's going on, y'all? And welcome to another experience. had a little bit of a technical issue. It's really it's rare, something that doesn't happen but so often. But whenever you have the intent to lay a message that's like on fire in your heart, you want to just push it out there. What's going on, Dwayne? You, you know, that's one thing. With good intent, there's always resistance, right? There's resistance. Then through that resistance is death. Then is rebirth or resurrection from that. A lot of people don't realize that. You die daily because each day you're getting older. But you die. You die to yourself. You die to your old ways. You die to your old thoughts. Sometimes you have to go into dark paths. Sometimes you have to take, the road less, traveled to discover things. Discover light and darkness. I found right and wrong. I'm gonna break down the meaning. My original intent, for, speaking, on here, period, is, spread my seed of knowledge, to plant my seed of knowledge into the foundation of your mind. Because I know I was, gifted with the ability to, enhance your perspective, to help you to, see, what you're capable of doing, and, bring that into your existence. You know, that's just me knowing my voice. That's just me knowing myself. You know, and the greater way of knowing yourself is going through experiences that show you that you didn't really know yourself the way you thought you did. You know, because there's always a much greater meaning, a much deeper reason to things. You know, it's the old you sheds away. Remember I said before, the more godly you are, the more potent is your demonstration, the more effective is your truth. You know, the more brighter is your light. You know, providing a way. As a man being, a master of himself. What I mean by being a master of yourself is being, you know, at rest in your intuition, at rest in your reasoning, at rest in your righteousness as your right standing, towards those understanding. There's an understanding, but then there's an understanding. The words though your seed, your conversation, then basically been firmly planted on good soil, and good grew. They grew good crop. Apologies. In the process, you get lost in the sauce. But yet and still, you can still come out a better flavor. You know, that means I can create a message from my mess. You know, I can find a way to profit. You know, off of something that's puzzled. I can transform my pain into power. You know, since I know that ability, I'm showing you that. Since I know these things, I'm giving you that. I don't know what the fuck's going on again, man. This thing is something else. You know, hopefully I don't have to do a redo, man. But life is about you know discovery. You know, and with the discovery, the more you discover about yourself, right? People say, oh, it's more rest. It not necessarily is more rest, because with awareness, you know, comes responsibility. That means there's an action that has to take place, you know, from that standpoint, you know, especially if you put in, you know, tall orders, especially if you put things, you know, out there. That means you basically, um, you know, you have to fulfill that, you know. That's when you actually become, you know, you become through your fulfillment of things. Salute Ice Diddy, indeed. You already know, man. You become through the fulfillment of the promises that you kept to yourself. You know, you become a greater man. You become a greater woman. You become, you know, just a greater being. See, people look at the power of words, right? But they never look at the power of being, you know. And sometimes you be in situations you don't even know exactly what, you know, could have transpired. Like you've been in conversation with people, you probably have saved them from, you know, causing bodily harm to either to themselves or to somebody else. But because you know, you sat there and, you know, there's people that told me like, man, I was thinking of doing this, man, but I was talking to you, man. I was just, you just had me rolling the whole time, man. You just been for a whole hour, you know. We call it like, you know, bitten. Some people call it the Joneses, people call it snaps, whatever it is. It's just more so you just, you know, sometimes it's just you just talking shit about life and everything like that, just how, you know, things just happen. And, you know, the person looks at, you know, whatever they're going through, whatever, you know, is taking place, is not really even that big of a deal, you know. And it's like they didn't really tell you the problem, right, in the moment, but they told you later on. And then once you know, once you realize it, like, damn, you know, that's a sense of, you know, purpose. You know, my purpose coming here is to show you, you know, why you shouldn't underestimate yourself, why you shouldn't doubt yourself. You know, I don't doubt myself. You know, that's what my original intent was, because that's what I've always brought. You know, I don't know why. And in some ways, you kind of feel like, you know, a kamikaze. Blessings to the I didn't even, I got to see who that sent me the cash. But it's just like some things you just never really know, man. It's like you never really know, and until, you know, someone tells you later, you never really see the full picture. You know, you can get a snapshot, but you don't really see the full picture. Remember, like Kodak little film things, you don't necessarily see exactly what it is. You gotta, like, you know, shake it around. No, it's a Kodak. It's like one of those little pictures and shit. Like you gotta shake it around and then you finally see it. Like, remember those back in the day? Those are the good times. You know, the good times are now. You know, the good times are now. I'm talking about for you. You know, stop looking at when, you know, shit might have been good, because it really wasn't as good as you know, or, you know, romanticizing it in your mind. Things are actually better now in your life. It's better than it's ever been in your life. You know what I mean? It's better than it's ever been in your life. You just have to know how to, you know, modify a few things. But right now, this is your best you. This is your best moment. You know, that's all I really wanted to show people. You know, and that I can basically weather through things, because that's what leadership really is weathering through difficulty, weathering through accusations, weathering through pain, weathering through just things constantly changing. You know, showing a consistent man and a persistent man, showing, you know, the world what a black man looks like that isn't broken. You know, the whole world wants to see you self-destruct. The whole world wants to see you fall. The whole world wants to see you fall. The whole world wants to see you crumble. But you know what I'm saying? But you're just mightier. You know, you just rise. You know, like a phoenix from the ashes, and they can't figure it out. They never felt something so powerful, something magical. You know, it's like what they said in the book with the Israelites, as the inflictions increased, they grew. You know, you know, you don't know the man that I am. What's more important, which you should figure out, is the man that you are. That's the most important thing. Figure out the man that you are and carry that out. You know, No one can beat you at being you. No one can beat me at being me. I don't really give a fuck how anyone feels about shit. I have nothing to prove. If you feel like I have something to prove, then you've already proven to me that I'm above you. You know? This is why I'm beyond the GOAT. I stand on that. I told you I did another 90-day transformation. Exactly, man. Because your life is a 90-day transformation. You know? You grow and you grow and you grow and you move and you go through it, right? You go through it. You don't go around it, you go through it. That's the difference. You don't actually get out of a thing, you actually go through a thing, you know, standing up, you know, dealing with that fire in your stomach. Let that fire in your stomach become iron. Hmm? The moment they want to see you fold, you know what I mean? That's at that very moment you feel like you're going to fold, but you tap, you know, into yourself much further and you pull something out and you just go. You just become greater and better. You surprise yourself. Hmm? The greatest of all time, the greatest of a time. What about when you become beyond that? Hmm? When you become a voice, you know, to lift up the dead, right? What is life like being the one, your target? Everybody's out to get you, you know? You breaking bread with people that want to cut your throat open. Still you smile, you know? Sell you out for 30 shekels. But you still keep going anyway, man. You still feed anyway. You still give them the game anyway. You still give them the shit anyway, you know? You still you still treat them no different anyway. What the fuck? All right, man. We ain't jacking that, man. Fuck the devil. You know what I'm saying? I'm much more greater, nigga. I'm out and witting this motherfucker right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm working in absolute firepower at this moment. You feel me? You ain't playing with the technical difficulties or anything like that, right? This is what it is, man. All that shit is beautiful, man. Everything that comes against you. You know what I'm saying? Those are the buffers, man. You know what I'm saying? You're in the wilderness. When you're in the wilderness of life, right? The purpose of being in the wilderness of life is to basically kill what's wild inside of you, man. All that stuff is meant to basically tear you down, but what happens when it doesn't, man? What happens when you just show up and show out? You know what I'm saying? It's not even about things, obtaining things, man. It's obtaining yourself, obtaining the being, you know? Remember I said before, being, the power of being versus the power of words. You can have words, right? Words are powerful. They create life and death inside the body, inside the minds, inside the impressions, inside the feelings of others, right? But the power of being, you could just be there, and it's a difference. Have you ever heard of that? Don Papo. Have you ever heard of that? The purpose of being there. Remember me just being in certain scenarios, things changed. I didn't even know why I was there. I just showed up. Or I might have had my reasons for being there, but you know, God's purpose for me being there was entirely different. You know? You know, there's all these quotes and these sayings about what a man is, what a man is not, and all that shit like that. You know what? I can tell you what a man is that's masterly able and noble within himself, right? What he does, he sweeps up the responsibility. That means he's able to respond to whatever is basically taking place. 90% of the things is what's going on. 10% is how you respond to it, right? Responsibility. The ability to respond to the shit that's happening, not react. I mean, you're going to react sometimes. You're not going to get it every time, but you're going to react. But you're going to learn from that reaction. You know what I'm saying? Because then the next time it becomes a response. It's never a loss once you learn from it. You learn the full body of experience. That's why I call it the Ice Turner experience. It's something you can't define, but you can only experience with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like anybody else. I'm inspired by me. You know what I'm saying? I sound like me. And although, yeah, imitation is the best form of flattery, and I've inspired many, you know, to want to be like that. I inspired me. I made many sons. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be tripping off of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the reason for this. This is the reason why I'm beyond the GOAT. You know, so many quotables being repeated, so many ways, so many perspectives. A difference maker, a way maker, all from a haymaker that connected. Yeah, it can't stop.